This is Rough Bushcraft, and this is my video on how to make a ghillie suit.
Ghillie suits were originally worn by Scottish gamekeepers known as ghillies. They helped them to stalk both poachers and game, and this method of camouflage became quite popular with military snipers.
To make a ghillie suit, you have to start off with a good base. Some people prefer two-piece suits as they're easier to take off and on, but I prefer a one-piece suit because it's less likely to get branches sticking up your jacket, down your trousers, and I find that if you have a separate jacket, it rides up whenever you're in various positions when you're prone.
I chose a boiler suit. You can also choose to use a camouflaged flight suit. I attempted to dye this boiler suit, but the dye didn't stick because the material was mostly synthetic. As you can see in this picture, I've already attached the netting. This suit is only half covered in hessian, and the reason for that being, firstly, it weighs half the weight of a full ghillie suit, but also because most of my time will be spent prone, the netting and the hessian on the front of the suit could snag and cause problems whenever I'm crawling. You can see in this rough diagram the areas that the net has to cover. Outlined in red is where you cut the net. You can see that it doesn't cover the entire rear of the boiler suit because it doesn't have to. The hessian will overlap and fall down over these areas, but because these areas aren't covered in hessian, it maintains some mobility. You can see in these pictures that the net is attached as per the diagram previous. To attach the net, I used dental floss, unwaxed and unflavoured dental floss, because it's made up of many strands. It gives it a very high strength. Once the net has been secured, then it's time to start putting on the hessian. The hessian that I used came from hessian grain bags, which I got from a local garden centre. I cut the seams off these bags and then dyed them in the washing machine with various browns and green Dylon dyes. Then I began the rather long and laborious task of unravelling the hessian from the bags. The easiest way I found to do this was to, as per the diagram, to kneel on either side of the bag in the areas shown in blue and to pull the single strands from the top of the bag shown in red. To attach the hessian to the net, it's as simple as tying it on. Take 5 or 6 strands of a single colour, they should be about a foot long, and just tie to the net as frequently or as sparsely as you feel it needs. I chose to tie the hessian to every second knot in the net, and it gave me very good coverage. If you feel that you're not getting enough coverage, you can always go back and attach more hessian at a later time. Once you have all the hessian attached, you should try the suit on. Make sure that everything fits alright, it's not bunching up, it's not snagging, it's not too tight. You can trim the hessian around the lower legs to make sure that you don't stand on it. Trim it around the forearms to make sure that you don't kneel on it or lean on it whenever you're crawling. And throw the suit down in your garden, have a look at it from a distance, make sure that there's no areas where one colour's prevalent, make sure that there's no bare patches where the flight suit or the boiler suit are showing through. If there is, you can add in more hessian or even take spray paint to it and give it a bit of a blast with that to change the colours of it.
Big black boots.